Hello, this is my response video to Spinning Heads and Spinning News, the use and abuse of statistics in the media for CRE 101 at Estrella Mountain Community College. So, for question number one, what were some of the major points about deceptive statistics that you learned from what you have read and listened to so far? Some of the main points that I figured out about is the fact that a lot of statistics are used from abstract points, and a lot of it is not exactly calculated to the most. So a doctor who, for instance, a doctor that might go through 50 patients a day, if he were to record only, and sometimes they only record the statistics of 10 patients, which can often mislead the percentage or percentile or whatever the statistic is saying about his patients in general on whatever they're saying. That is definitely some of the things that statistics can be deceived in a lot of ways, and it can be shown as a different thing. For number two, briefly summarize the article from stats.org that you read. Tell me why it interested you and new information you gained from reading it. A lot of the articles were actually very, like I said before, abstract, where they took little things that had little in common and completely turned it into where they actually went side by side with one another, like they were parallel to one another. For instance, they said that if you eat chocolate, you were to get a Nobel Prize, and that in the article by senseaboutscienceusa.org, and they said that with Alzheimer and type 3 diabetes ran straight together, and that it could be possible that it's the same thing, which is also absolutely not true. It only means that they have some relation. So that was definitely pretty abstract, but at the same time there were a lot of valid articles that I felt actually came to sense. For number three, explain how you will use this information in the module in college and in life. Of course, when it comes to these stats.org, for example, I will read through, instead of just reading the first one that I see from now on, I will actually go through all articles and try to figure out which one I am comfortable with, or the one that I feel is actually truly valid. In the end, that is definitely number one. And number two, of course, I will definitely listen to more podcasts, because if it's a podcast coming from a credential or a person with the correct credentials who have the right to say that kind of stuff, or who have the proof to back it up with the evidence, it's definitely, you can do more research on this person. Of course, you can do research on the articles, but when they say it over the mic, it comes off more direct, as if it is more truthful, I guess you could say. But with podcasts, you can definitely learn a lot of information from it in just a amount of time, in which instead of reading through an article and trying to find what you want, you can actually just pick it out. Anyway, that is my response to this subject. I am David Lenz for CRE 101. Thank you.